All right, so right now it might feel like your brain is overflowing. And right now in this information age, we're overloaded with ideas. And the only way out, I feel personally, is to start creating. Let's talk a little bit about this. So for the longest time, I've been feeling like I've had like 47 tabs open on my mind. I have all these ideas. I've been watching these movies. I got inspiration. I'm going back and forth and I don't know how to close it. Like this thing is overflowing and it didn't feel like I was making any progress. And that's really demoralizing. And I'm sure a lot of us feel like that. Like we feel like we have all these ideas, we have all these great things, but we don't know what the freak to do with it. And I think a lot of the times we're expecting to try to create something great from that. And we think that if we think about it long enough, that if we are just spending time, that if we make it perfect, then we start to give that to other people, that's going to be the thing that gets the best thing created, that gets the best thing for other people. But in reality, I think it's actually reversed. From these things that I've been learning about this, because this has been something I've been struggling with, it actually might be the opposite. If you just start getting stuff out, even if it's really bad or not necessarily bad, but just not super thought out, not overthought, it actually ends up getting you better quality stuff for other people, which is a lot of the times the goals that we want to do. So the thing that really made this click in my mind, I was going to watch this movie called Weapons recently. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of it. It's a new movie. It's really good. It's a little horror movie. And this movie was directed by this dude named Zach Cregger. Zach Cregger is somebody who directed Barbarian. If y'all haven't seen that movie, it's freaking amazing. And he's just this new up and coming director. And he's been somebody that's been making big waves. Somebody that's been on my radar. I really like him. And then I saw this little clip of him before I went to go see the movie. And it was just him talking about how in order to write this movie, he just started writing. He didn't think about it so much. He just started with the main plot of it. He said there was a girl telling a story, a teacher that goes into a classroom, but all of her students are missing. Why is that? Because they all ran out the night before. And boom, he has a nice little hook for it. And he just started by writing it. And he even said that halfway through writing the movie, he didn't even know the ending. And I was like, okay, how the hell are you going to make a good movie out of that? That just sounded like the craziest thing. But I go and I watch this movie, it blows me out the water. And not only does it blow me out the water, me and my whole family saw it and everybody freaking loved it. So I was super surprised by that because not only was he doing it from such a unique way of just starting to get it out, he made a movie that a lot of freaking people like. And if it had 100% on Rotten Tomatoes the first, I think, week that it was out. So it's a pretty damn good movie. And that made me realize that a lot of the times it just comes down to just starting. You know, he could have sat there and thought about the perfect movie, done whatever, but we would have never got this movie. And I think it really tied in with something I also heard from James Gunn, who just made that Superman movie that came out recently, and who's made Guardians of the Galaxy, who's made all these freaking great movies. He said that a lot of the times he doesn't even want to write. And all he has to do is sit down and write 5 pages every single day. He said in one of his TV shows that he was making called Peacemaker, he wasn't really feeling it. He had been like on a fatigue of writing and he was just writing to write at that point. He was just writing to get it out. But it ended up at the end of that session of writing, he found out that it was really damn good. And that season has a really good rating on Rotten Tomatoes too. So all these things together made me realize that a lot of the stuff that is really great just comes from getting it out, just comes from starting, having that consistency to get out and focusing more on that output, not focusing so much on getting these ideas, finding the perfect little inspiration or finding the perfect way to put all this stuff out. Because a lot of times it's in your mind, but you just have to start getting output out and your subconscious is going to work with all of these things that we have up in there. So that makes me really excited because now, like with my videos, I'm just trying to get them out. I'm just trying to start working on it, just get better every single video. And it's a lot more fun to me. You know, I'm not thinking about it so much. It's just you're allowing your subconscious to work. So for whatever you're working on, whatever you want to create, if you want to create something great, just start getting it out. Just start focusing on that output of putting it out because a lot of the times you're going to freaking surprise yourself. You know, you might have great ideas. You might have great art that you want to make. You might have great videos that you want to make. You might have great movies that you want to make and direct. Just start writing, man. Just sit down for a little bit and focus on building that consistency muscle. It's a muscle that takes a lot of time to build, but once you start getting that groove, all of a sudden it's just going to come out and start flowing. And who knows, after a while, maybe once we start getting that consistency muscle down, we might make the next Superman movie. We might make the next freaking Weapons movie. We might make something great and surprise ourselves with what we're creating. So I just want to make this little video because I want you guys to start getting this out. This is something that really actually helped it click in my brain to finally start just getting stuff out. You know, it's been something I've been back and forth on for a while, but I feel like I have my most fun when I'm just getting stuff out, having fun with it, and trying to make the best stuff I possibly can and getting better every single time. And I hope that you guys could do the same. I love you. Hope you have an amazing day, week. Peace.